Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new relic sets that will be coming in 1.5. I'll be taking a look at what the new sets can do and what kind of characters that can utilize them. Now, as always, since this is considered leaks, if you don't follow leaks or you don't want to hear leaks, then I recommend not watching this video. But if you don't mind leaks, then I would always advise taking everything as subject to change, because there's definitely a chance that they could potentially change any of the effects of the new relic sets, so definitely keep that in mind. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it, starting with the 4-piece relic sets. The first one that we're going to talk about, which in my opinion is probably the best one that's coming out, called Grand Duke Incinerated to Ashes. The 2-piece effect increased follow-up attack damage dealt by 18%, but the 4-piece effect, when the wearer deals damage to enemy targets with a follow-up attack damage for this attack increases by 6%. This effect can stack up to 7 times total, which will increase the damage of that attack to a maximum of 42% damage increase, which is very good. Now, as you can see, this is a follow-up attack set, meaning that this is meant for characters that utilizes follow-up attacks. Now, the first character that comes to mind when thinking about utilizing this set with is Jingwen, because when taking a look at the 4-piece effect, since Jingwen's Lightning Lord deals a maximum of 10 hits, but considering that Lightning Lord is not a single target, it's an AoE attack, meaning that Lightning Lord hits more enemies, allowing you to get this buff much more quicker, allowing Lightning Lord to deal more damage, meaning that Jingwen will get the full effect of this buff. Now, there is a slight chance that this could mean differently. Considering that Lightning Lord does hit multiple targets per hit, they can possibly make this function where, like, if 3 enemies are hit at the same time, then it counts as 1 stack. But when reading this, the wearer deals damage to enemy targets with a follow-up attack. It increases by 6%. It has 7 stacks, so meaning that if you do damage to 3 targets, it should count as 3 stacks. But they can do like a 180 and say it counts at 1 stack, but hopefully they don't, because this would be a very good step to farm for Jingwen. Aside from Jingwen, who else can utilize this set? There's a character coming out not that long from now, and her name is Topaz. Now, Topaz is a kind of a special situation, because when thinking about utilizing Topaz with this set, you kind of have to understand how she fully functions. Topaz, in terms of her damage, uses her pet Numby to do follow-up attacks. Now, in her kit, her skill is considered a follow-up attack, but the damage is considered skill damage. Numby, similar to Lightning Lord, is put on the turntable, where it has a base speed, and every time an enemy is hit by an ally's follow-up attack, Numby gains advanced forwardness, allowing him to deal a follow-up attack. Now, with Topaz's ultimate, she increases the damage multiplier and also crit damage of Numby, and also allowing Numby to gain advanced forwardness from all types of attacks from any ally. Now, Numby can only utilize the buff from the ultimate for 2 attacks. So in some situations, if you were to use her ultimate, Numby can potentially take a turn, use 1, and then Topaz can take a turn, because since Topaz uses Numby to do a follow-up attack from her skill also utilizes the buff from her ultimate, using up the second attack that the ultimate allows. And in other situations, Numby can potentially take 2 turns with the advanced forwardness buff, allowing Numby to be advanced forward from any type of attack from any ally, which will allow this set to be a good set for Topaz. However, there is a catch. Numby's follow-up attack isn't considered AoE, it's actually a single target attack, meaning that you gain stacks much slower than compared to Jingwen's Lightning Lord, because Lightning Lord attacks 3 enemies at a time, where Numby attacks only 1, meaning that the effect of the 4-piece effect won't be as useful except for like the last or 2 hits of Numby's attack, which again can still be very nice, because the damage of the follow-up attack does increase a bit per different hit, but it won't be as effective if you're not getting the full or much of the stack in the beginning of the attack. Though I would say this set compared to the fire set, I would still say the fire set is potentially the better set to put on Topaz. But if you would like to maximize Numby's follow-up attack damage, then this could still be a very good set for Topaz. Now, other than Topaz, who else can utilize this set? I'm just gonna say right now, don't put this on Himiko, because Himiko does not really focus on her follow-up attack damage. She's mainly like an ultimate skill type of damage, where like she mainly wants the fire set. But if you want to make a niche build for Himiko, then you can put Himiko on this set. But I wouldn't do it. But yeah, if any other follow-up attack character were to come out in the future and they are AoE, meaning that they can attack multiple enemies at a time, then this will be a very good set for them. Now moving on to the second 4-piece set, Prisoner in Deep Confinement. 2-piece attack increases by 12%. The 4-piece effect: for every damage over time the target enemy is afflicted with, the wearer will ignore 6% of its defense when dealing damage to it, for a max of 3 DOTs, meaning that the total amount of defense that the character's damage will ignore is a maximum of 18% ignored defense, which is very nice. The first character I can think of is definitely Kafka, because she's, in my opinion, really the only good DOT character we have currently. I know Senpo is very good, so you could potentially put him on this set as well. But nonetheless, I think this is definitely going to be the best in slot for Kafka, which is kind of weird if you kind of think about it with these two new sets compared to like the lightning set where Jingwen's gonna want the new follow-up attack set and now Kafka is gonna want this set. I think they kind of killed the lightning set in 1.5, but nonetheless this is definitely gonna be the best in slot set for Kafka. But the only catch is that you have to make sure you have 2 other DOT characters with her, where it should be easy if you have Pella, Silverwolf, Luca, Sampo, or Gwynethyn. Then no doubt you could definitely make some good DOT teams. And yeah, this is just a very good set for Kafka compared to the lightning set, where the lightning set increases her lightning damage by 10% and also attack by 20%. But considering that the 2-piece gives her 12% attack and the 4-piece ignores 18% of the enemy's defense, which is a lot more than 10% damage increase and an extra 8% attack, no doubt you would definitely want to prioritize farming this set for Kafka. And now finally moving on to the new 2-piece relic sets. The first one, Firmament Frontline Geomoth. This 2-piece effect increases the wearer's attack by 12% when the wearer's speed reaches 135 to 160 or higher. The wearer deals 12% to 80% more damage. Now this is also very good, however it is not going to be easy to get 160 speed. Are you kidding me? 135 speed is hard enough to get already if you're not fully focusing on crit stats for a DPS character. Now the only way I think you can potentially get the full effect of this buff if you are using the new support we are getting in 1.5, Henya, because she increases your speed by a pretty good amount, where she can definitely get you close to 160. But nonetheless, considering that this does give you attack percent compared to the other damage 2-piece sets where both of them increases your crit rate by 8%, I would say only go for this if you really want to min-max their damage. But nonetheless, if you are able to hit the speed cap and they also scale off attack, then this would definitely be a very good 2-piece set. But nonetheless, it is a very high speed requirement, where I'd rather take the crit rate requirement from the damage sets than the speed requirement from this set. But yeah, it's a good 2-piece set, but I don't know, for me, I wouldn't really farm for it. And now the last 2-piece relic set, Penacony Land of the Dreams, increases wearer's energy regeneration by 5%. Ooh, a new energy set. Increases damage for all other allies with the same damage type as the wearer by 10%. Ooh, okay. Again, energy regeneration is very nice. However, this is only really good for specific characters paired with specific DPS characters. Now, the first pair I could think of is Tingwen with Jingwen, Pella or Chapar with Jinglu, Bronya with Blade, Yukong with Dan Hong. Basically, any of the damage characters paired with a support that is the same type as them, where this is kind of very niche if you are not using those specific supports with them, but nonetheless, this is still a good set if you do use those supports with characters of the same damage type as them, but not a massive one to worry about farming for. But nonetheless, a good set to farm for regardless. I would definitely be farming for this set because I definitely like the energy regeneration from it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video on covering the new 1.5 relic sets coming in the future. I would say I'm very excited to farm for the follow-up attack set for Jingwen because I definitely want to give him a best in slot set, and now we are finally gonna get it in 1.5. I'm also definitely gonna be farming the new DOT set for Kafka, so I'll definitely be farming for 2 characters I really like. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you are planning to farm for any of these new sets for any characters you like. Definitely subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video to support it. Check out my Twitch if you want to catch out my live streams. The link will be in the description below. That's it for today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.